Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. If you get on Facebook at all, any type of social media, you've probably seen all the reports, as I have, breaking news in pro wrestling. WWE buys the TNA video library and anything known as TNA. Billy Corgan bought the actual wrestling company and the wrestlers. They're going to rebrand it. Obviously, the article I read said that he'll rebrand it in a name that TNA fans know. Duh. Impact Wrestling. Duh. Probably. If this is true, which I've multiple outlets reporting it, wow. TNA on the WWE Network, all the TNA library, anything associated with TNA. That means, like I said, what if, my what if video, the X title, the TNA X title, could that really come to Smackdown? I could see Smackdown going 3 hours ahead of the X title. It's TNA related, why not do it? Once all this TNA footage eventually hits the WWE Network, holy snap, Laura, will the network not explode? Let's see, the first thing, the best of this guy, the best of phenomenal AJ Styles. 10 years of AJ and TNA. Robert Roode, Eric Young, Austin Aries, Samoa Joe. The list goes on of the talent that has been in TNA that's coming. R-Truth, Ron the Truth Killings, former NWA TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Christian Cage. The endless possibilities with this. Personally excited about it. Once eventually, someday, probably for me, into 2018, once all the TNA stuff gets there, I'm going to watch TNA nonstop and do the best of AJ Styles videos. I mean, come on. You can just do that all day long. But get to the point of this video, the preview for WWE SmackDown Live's No Mercy. This Sunday live on the WWE Network. Another WWE special. The SmackDown Live specials each month, and then the Raw specials each month. It's getting just a lot of wrestling going on, a lot of news, a lot of stuff going on. We have, looks like 8 big matches here. Pre-show match, we have Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. As we've seen on SmackDown, these two have been feuding. Swagger, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, has in-ring ability. Don't get me wrong. Can't talk to save his fucking life. Baron Corbin, he needed more time in NXT. I mean, he's good. I get the big man. He's trying to, the Diesel / King character of the 90s. He's trying to pull off the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. They've just buried him, it seems like. He should have stayed in TNA and feuded with Nakamura and Joe, but he's here. He's wrestling Jack Swagger in a pre-show match. Unfortunately, seems like a lot of the live events I've been looking up, Corbin's been getting over on Swag, so look at Swagger, the face, getting the victory here in the pre-show. First match on the card, we have Nikki Bella versus Carmelo. Not necessarily classified as, but I'm pretty sure the winner of this will eventually get a SmackDown Women's title shot versus Becky Lynch and or Alexa Bliss, depends on who the champion is. I have Nikki Bella winning this, as news broke today, Brie Bella is pregnant. Mr. and Mrs. Bryan Danielson will expecting their first child. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan. Hopefully a little American Dragon coming. Yeah. So, congratulations to them. Nikki Bella here getting the victory. Next, we have the WWE SmackDown Tag Titles on the line. We have champion Heath Slater and Rhino. Just randomness. Versus the heel Usos. Still the Usos. The heel part's not coming off the greatest, but it's still the Usos. I think the Usos get the victory here. Obviously, the Usos taking out American Alpha being on television. The kayfabe injury by Jason Jordan, or Chad Gable, knee injury. So obviously, you'll probably give the tag titles to the Usos, and or maybe the American Alpha comes out and costs the Usos, but then who feuds for the titles? So I think you put the titles on the Usos. You have American Alpha feud with them. You let Rhino and Slater go off to the merry way. Next, we have just randomness. We have the wrestling debut of Kurt Hawkins, a return of Kurt Hawkins, versus to be announced. My guess is Apollo Crews, based on what's been going on with SmackDown, some of the live shows. Probably since they're making a big deal, about Kurt Hawkins returning. all the dang vignettes. You'll just probably have him getting the victory. Unfortunately, if it's Apollo Crews, very talented, generic wrestler. They need to get him a character. They need to build upon it. Honestly, they could take Apollo Crews, go back 10 years, 15 years, the Bobby Lashley character when he first came in, and give that character to Apollo Crews and let him build on it because he's got more talent. But we'll see. And then with the news of WWE buying the TNA library and TNA name being no more except Vince owning it, and then Billy Corgan renaming it, probably Impact Wrestling, that's my guess. Bobby Lashley is wanting Lesnar? Fuck. That'd be random as hell. Also, Goldberg is returning to WWE, wanting Lesnar, possibly at Survivor Series, if not Mania. Ew. Next we have Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. Just why? Why? Why again? Yes, I know we know Randy had the concussion from the match with Brock Lesnar, which they did the rematch on a live show, not even televised. So now Brock is beaten twice. He got a concussion from that, wasn't able to wrestle. So at the last WWE Network show for Smackdown, Backlash, supposedly Bray Wyatt took Randy out backstage. He came to the ring, made him count, it was just this cluster crap. How about this? How about having Bray Wyatt straight up, clean, middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3 pin. Put Bray Wyatt over. Put Bray Wyatt over. Everyone, put Bray Wyatt over. He is the 2016 WWE version of The Undertaker. If you look at The Undertaker back in the day, build what Taker Bray. You can build it. You can do it easily. Easily done. I will say Taker did not get good until later in his career. Some of the early Taker stuff, very hard to watch. I'm at Royal Rumble 4. I watched all the WrestleManias. I'm watching all the Rumbles now. I think it's it's Royal Rumble 4 or 5. One of those. It's just been. Hold on. Let me think. Hogan. So this is WrestleMania 4. I'm in the middle of the Rumble. Undertaker's first Royal Rumble match. First person the Undertaker ever eliminated at the Royal Rumble? Bret the Hitman Hart. So yeah, put Bray Wyatt over, give him a victory over Randy Orton, and let's just move forward with this character. Let's just not quit marrying him. Battleground 2015. It's Bray Wyatt's last pay-per-view victory. Come on. Next we have the WWE Intercontinental title on the line. Title versus career. The Miz is putting the Intercontinental title up versus Dolph Ziggler's career. I don't quite get whether I'll be honest with you. I haven't been watching SmackDown in depth lately. It's on my DVR. I just kind of fast forward through it. What makes this even worse in all the house shows these two have been feuding, Dolph's been getting over on Miz. So is Dolph wanting to retire already? Are they moving him to Raw by chance? If he loses, is he going to show up on Raw? Is it a contract issue? What's going on here? Why do this? Without Dolph winning the IC title, there's really much you can do here. The only thing you could do, it's going to be retarded, is have Dolph win by DQ. Have Miz get disqualified. So technically he doesn't win the title, but he wins the match. Then, I don't know. Hell in a Cell, I don't know. You got the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view coming up, but that's Raw. So unless you do something at Survivor Series with these two, that's the next pay-per-view. I don't know where this goes. I got Dolph winning. I like Dolph. Dolph's one of my top 10 favorite wrestlers. He better win the IC title. He deserves it over the Miz. Next, we have the WWE SmackDown Women's title on the line. We have champion Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. Hopefully they don't mock off of Raw and just take the women's title and pass it around like a piece of candy between like they did with Charlotte and Sasha. Don't do that with Becky Lynch and anyone, please. Please, no. Leave it on Becky and build her up with it. If you take the tag titles off of Slater and Rhino, like I'm predicting they will. If you take the women's title off too, those two titles were won in the same night. You can't, I don't see you doing that. Hopefully not. Hopefully Becky Lynch keeps it and then Slater and Rhino lose. So I got Becky Lynch retaining the women's title, which probably sets up at Survivor Series, Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch for the women's title is my prediction. Main event, ladies and gentlemen, the WWE World Title on the line. We have the champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles versus John Cena, 15-time WWE World Champion, versus the one-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose. A lot of people on social media saying Cena wins this. I don't think so. Especially with news breaking of WWE possibly buying the TNA library. This is where you take this guy right here. You know, this guy. This AJ guy. The guy that currently has that world title. You shoot him to the fucking moon right now. You just make him like your face of your company right now. You get that video library from TNA. You just start dishing out part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, 5-part freaking series, best of AJ Styles. Trust me, if you've seen AJ matches in TNA, you know there's enough matches to do this. And you do, the best of AJ Styles moves. Just one video of nothing but 3 hours of every move he does. I'd watch it, because I've seen them all. Yeah, okay. You keep him the champion and then shoot these videos out there. Samoa Joe, same way. Robert Roode, Austin Aries, Eric Young. I mean, there's so many people WWE's brought in that were in TNA, or on the True Killings, You could so do this, especially with AJ. Keep the title on him. We don't need John Cena to tie Ric Flair yet. Once John Cena goes to retire, you let him win the title. Maybe he retires as champion, or kind of like The Rock, he don't really retire from wrestling totally. It's kind of go about his business, do his non-wrestling stuff he wants to do, which is great. Every once in a while, bring him back for Mania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series kind of deal. Kind of like The Rock's deal. You let him be champion before he leaves, ties Ric Flair. Boom. You have 2 16-time champions. Kind of like in NASCAR, you have 2 7-time champions. Kind of the same kind of deal. You don't make John Cena bigger than Ric Flair. You make it equal to Ric Flair. Different eras, different kind of guys. So that will wrap up the WWE No Mercy preview. As always, check out Robert Sports Show immediately following the WWE Network special for my review. Once I get home from the Pulse Dungeon, I'll be jumping on here, getting the video done, getting that up. So stay tuned to that. Check out lots of videos on Robert Sports Show this week. We have Major League Baseball Division Wild Card Series preview, which obviously the Wild Card games are over by the time this video gets up. We have the Divisional Series, which will be up before this video. We have the NCAA Week 6 preview against the spread over-under up. The NFL one's up. NASCAR round, the second round of the chase, the round of 12 will be up. So a lot going on Robert Sports Show. If you're a sports fan at all, please check them all out. If there's anything that you want to see me cover sports related that's not already on here, drop me a comment, let me know, and I'll be happy to do it. As I've said before, starting in January, the Road to whatever the pay-per-view or WWE Network special, the Road to Royal Rumble, the Road to Mania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, probably all the ones in between. I'll do the best of series for all the pay-per-views. I finished all the WrestleMania stuff. I'm working on the Rumble stuff now. Once I'm done with Rumble, whatever February's pay-per-views are going to be Fastlane, Chamber, whatever they are. Then I got Mania done, then I'll work on the SummerSlam stuff and do things in between. If you've not checked out the Cruiserweight Classic on the WWE Network, check out a lot of videos for the Cruiserweight Classic. So a lot going on Robert Sports Show. Please check them all out. Comment. Questions, concerns, comment, please. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great night. Have an American night.